Hey, what's up everyone? We all feel stuck sometimes, right? Like we know we should be motivated, but that inner drive is just gone. Turns out, everything we think we know about motivation is probably wrong, and I mean fundamentally wrong. This idea goes back to the mid-20th century and two groundbreaking experiments. First, at the University of Wisconsin, a professor gave puzzles to 8 monkeys. No treats, no rewards, just puzzles. The monkeys loved it and solved them quickly, purely for the enjoyment. Then, the professor tried rewarding them with raisins. Based on the leading theories, performance should have improved, but it actually got much worse. They gave up faster. This was confirmed decades later with a study on humans solving puzzles. Initially, both Group A and Group B solved them for fun. Then, Group A was paid a small amount of money, which naturally increased their interest. The twist came in the final session when neither group was paid. Group A, the one who was paid previously, lost interest and spent significantly less time on the puzzles before giving up. Group B, however, became naturally more interested, working on them longer. As Daniel Pink argues in his book Drive, a profound truth about human nature is hidden here. It's the answer to why some of us get so much done and others procrastinate. Science is increasingly showing us how to activate the motivational parts of our brain, and it boils down to 2 core fuel sources. So, those 2 fuel sources are what psychologists call extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. The first one, extrinsic motivation, is the one we're most familiar with, the classic carrot and stick approach. It's all about the reward or the punishment. It operates on the if-then model. If you hit your targets, then you get a bonus. If you clean your room, then you get screen time. Here's the thing. For super simple, repetitive, or algorithmic tasks, this can work okay. But for anything complex, anything that requires creativity, problem-solving, or long-term focus, the evidence shows extrinsic motivation backfires. It destroys your natural internal drive. It shifts the focus away from the enjoyment of the task and only towards the reward itself. Think of it like pouring gasoline on a fire. You get a massive, instant flame, but it burns out fast. It's not sustainable, and you need to keep pouring more fuel on it, which eventually leads to burnout and a lack of creative depth in your niche. The real solution, the sustainable engine for creativity and long-term goals, is the second type, intrinsic motivation. This is when you do something because the act itself is rewarding. It's the joy of the process, the satisfaction of making progress, or the fulfillment of contributing to something bigger. This is where your potential truly unlocks, and it's fueled by 3 key psychological needs. So, what are these 3 needs that make up intrinsic motivation? They are autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Think of them as the slow-burning logs on the fire that keep you motivated for the long haul. First is autonomy, the desire to direct your own life. It means having control over your task, your time, your technique, and your team. Famous examples like Google's 20% time for engineers show that giving people control over their work is hugely powerful. It led to products like Gmail. Second is mastery, the urge to get genuinely better at something that truly matters to you. Mastery is a journey, not a destination. It requires consistent, deliberate practice, pushing yourself into the Goldilocks zone where the challenge matches your skill. That feeling is what puts you into a state of flow where you lose all sense of time. Finally, we have purpose. This is the ultimate motivator, the desire to do what we do in the service of something larger than ourselves. This is why people leave high-paying jobs for non-profits, or why creators dedicate their lives to building a meaningful niche. When your life is aligned with a deep purpose, it's less about the paycheck and more about the lasting impact. If you want to find that sustained fire in your own niche, stop chasing the external carrots and sticks. Focus on building autonomy, chasing mastery, and aligning with a deep purpose. That is how you truly unlock your drive and achieve long-term success.